And we are back to the Silver Lantern Archives. Today, we continue on with Hellfire Descent. Our party has been on a little bit of a vacation of late, taking some time to relax, but finally they are getting back to what they need to do. As for what's been going on and what they need to do next, I will throw our favorite turtle under the bus, even though he doesn't know what a bus is.
And I would probably end up crashing the bus if that happened.
Yeah, it depends on the bus.
Oh yeah, if it was like a double decker London bus, probably not. But maybe like one of those ambulance buses, you know the ones.
Either
Or
way,
yeah, continuing on. Well, last time, if I can recall correctly, after Seoza finished giving Tufu a good stern beating with his beat stick, we got introduced to a whole new character, Ren. A I forget what Ren is. A furbolg.
Yeah, Fearbog.
A furbolg who happens to have a penchant for deals and mercantile endeavors. Also, they really like animals, which came in handy because, of course, CC threw the goose at Beezus, or Memphis, I mean.
don't judge me. I'm not the one that threw it. Y'all just found the goose.
Mm, mm.
Or did the goose find us?
Yes, both. All things. But after, of course, and of course, true to Memphis' style, as soon as he saw the goose, he wanted to attack it. Ren wanted to pet it, so they went out to go do their own bliss, you know. But of course, that led to shenanigans. The goose ended up summoning a plethora of dogs that attacked. Well, they didn't really attack. They kind of swarmed all over Ren because apparently Ren had some jam, and dogs apparently like jam. Although I've never once seen my own dog eat jam. That all happened. We decided to go out and sell all our loot from the horrible time fuckery hotel. We went to a jeweler's to do so, and we actually got a pretty damn good deal on them because Ren, good on them. They're one savvy business person. But Nelly showed some of her training from Tristan by stealing some gems without anyone noticing somehow, and giving them to Veltari. Veltari completely not sure how to handle that. Tells Sioza. Sioza handles the situation in some way or another. I'm not going to ask questions on their methods. And we went to go find Tristan because we need to go to the what was the name of the tavern we need to go to, or
Low
bar, or
lantern.
low. We had to go to the Lantern to talk to some guy. The name escapes me for I don't know why the name keeps escaping me. But we decided to leave Nellie with Tristan because you don't want to take a little girl onto a dangerous endeavor in a bad side of town. It's much better to leave them with a known thief. But we did that. She led us to one of Tristan's hidey holes, and we went on our happy way over to the Low Lantern. And we actually did see Tristan and Nellie on the rooftop at one point. Well, someone did. I don't remember who passed that perception. Oh, it was Yoza. But yeah, that's pretty much all that happened last time. I don't know if I missed anything though.
I don't remember. I don't know you missing anything, but I did want to make one comment
Hmm?
about why we're trusting Nelly with a known criminal, and it's because Tortufu showed he can't be trusted, but Tristan can be trusted.
To be fair, to be fair, the fact that he's training her to be extra sneaky did not help my situation. What was I supposed to do? Have her tied up?
Have one of those like baby leashes.
What you should have done was listen to the Guardian with when Seoza told you not to wait for them at the inn. Anyway,
Childcare
that's all I
methods
wanted to say.
aside.
I'm just gonna stuff my face, all right? Mm. This is real good salad.
Alrighty. So we rejoin our party as they are just splitting off after dropping Nelly. You currently have Kenjiro and Arthur in tow.
The dog and the cat are in the party.
Oh. I was wondering why he said dog, and then I realized golden retriever.
So the question
Arthur
is...
is
Oh, go ahead.
Arthur is human though, right?
Yes, he is. He just has golden retriever energy.
Gotcha.
So the question is, how would you like to go about dealing with the low lantern? Just gonna stroll all in, go look around, ask about it. What you feeling?
Well, you said the Low Lantern is in a seedy part of Baldur's Gate, correct?
It's in the dock district, so yeah.
Lots of people of the night, pickpockets and like.
Not really right now.
What time is it?
Evening. You got a couple hours till sunset.
From the bystanders out and about that we can see, does it, based on what they're wearing and what the party is wearing, do any of us stand out?
Where y'all are?
Yeah.
I mean, y'all
I
aren't
In the
in the
mean,
dock
dock
area.
district right now. You heading to the dock district? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I
Oh,
think so.
yeah, and I mean, standing out, you have a big, bulky turtle, I think 8 foot tall furbolg,
7'5", give or take.
7'5" furbolg, a glittering white dragonborn. I mean, honestly, the only two people who look normal are Seoza and Voltari.
Didn't say that doesn't look normal, and Beltari's a tiefling, so
Yeah, but I mean, tieflings aren't that uncommon in Baldur's Gate, are they?
yeah, they're uncommon everywhere.
Oh,
They're not exactly a common race.
oh, so yeah, we're a whole party of, hey, look at us, we're interesting.
Seo's got the weird shit going on with their face. You've got the samurai cat.
The only one who looks normal is Arthur, and he doesn't look like he belongs in a place
No,
that.
he's in pure white and gold armor. He's got golden glowing locks. This motherfucker is not gonna be subtle if he walks into the seedier part of town.
I don't think any of us are going to be subtle.
The most subtle you can get is Tortufu can get away with it because of his past.
I was a pirate.
Yeehaw.
Memphis looks too much like a merc, and Ren might be able to if they go as just a merchant.
But I could
Well,
take my cart with me.
The card itself would get in the way in the tight things. It's just if you go by that, you won't stand up as much.
I don't think I
well,
want to take my cart with me though.
yeah. Well, when subtlety is not an option, I guess boldness is the only way to go.
Oh, I could be subtle. I could look like you, Tortufu.
And Valtari doesn't stand out near as much as Arthur and Memphis. She's dressed a little finely, but if you change what she's wearing, she'll be fine. Excuse me.
Well, once we get on the outskirts of the docks, can I like glance around, see what kind of people are here?
So is that where y'all are heading?
I believe so.
Yep.
Once y'all get over here, you see the people are more dressed in more practical clothes. A lot of sturdy boots, breeches, and tunics. You don't see a lot of capes. You don't see a lot of pretty colors like Beltari tends to wear. Even Seoza's outfit looks a little bit nicer than what they wear here, and almost nobody's in armor.
Okay. After
Seems like a
glancing
lot
around,
of dock workers, sailors, and that kind of thing.
okay, after looking around a little bit, Ren is going to concentrate and use their Fearbold magic trait and cast Disguise Self.
Okay.
Gonna be maybe a 5 foot tall human woman with kind of standardized, like standard tunic, just commoner's clothes.
Alright.
Nothing stand out or special.
I thought the disguise self requires you to be like the same size,
You can
just
go
you look
3
different.
feet different, shorter or taller.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
this version that I can go 3 feet smaller.
Oh.
Disguise self can also do it. I think the limit's shorter, but it physically they're still there, and if anybody pays attention, they'll be able to see the shimmer. And also if they try to slap above your head, they'll find the real you.
Yeah. But I'll do that. It doesn't cost me any spell points and it lasts for an hour, so I'll
Yep.
be inconspicuous for a little while.
If we're at the docks, we can see the ships that are at port, right?
Yep.
Is that pirate ship still there?
It is not.
Aw. Looking around, do I recognize any flags? Any maybe merchant vessels that me and my crew might have robbed at some point, or anything that I would recognize?
Roll me a history check.
Not bad.
As you're looking around, you're seeing. You've been familiar with docks like this. You see this dock seems a little more emptier than you would have imagined for a city of this size, especially where everything's been closed down for a while. There's not near as many ships in the dock as there were last time, and you only see a couple people moving about. It looks like they belong to the bigger trading companies.
Do I recognize it like anyone that I might have robbed at some point?
No, your crew was not strong enough to tassel with these guys. It is the big ones. The point where if you're not top tier pirates, you're gonna get screwed because you fuck with one of those ships, you have to deal with like 4 hunter ships coming down, and once they find you, you're fucked. So these would be the guys that you did not tangle with.
Okay, but so no one here would recognize me and my piratiness.
Not particularly.
Fantastic. I was worried I would have to like try to hide.
You've also
suppose
been
we-
out of the loop for a little while, and you weren't ever that important. You weren't like a famous pirate or anything.
Fair point.
If you had been like the captain, that'd be one thing, but you weren't.
I suppose we head to the inn?
I don't think it's an inn. I'm pretty sure it's like a dive bar.
Oh. I don't think I've necessarily been to one of those. I think I'm going to take your lead on this, Tartufu.
Above
You seem
table.
to.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go
Macaulay.
ahead.
I was just gonna ask logistically above table if, since Val and Beezus kind of stand out a little bit because of their outfit choices, are we going to have everyone go or just Ollie and Tortufu at first to do an initial reconnaissance?
I mean, Val, you could get away with it with your thing. It's literally the only reason you're really gonna stand out is because of your bright pastel clothes. Because while tieflings are rare, they're not unheard of. But if anyone goes, have you seen a pink tiefling wander around? They'll probably remember you. For what you're doing, who the fuck knows? But
Well, this only lasts for an hour. After that, I'm back to me. And after that, me is pretty standoutish.
I think it would be a good idea if me and Ren did like just go around, take a walk around the harbor, see where the action is happening. Maybe try to even find that bar, and then regroup with everyone and come back at a little bit later the time.
I'm down for that.
any arguments from the rest of the party?
Nope, I'm good.
Alrighty then. So, anything in particular you're looking out for as Ren and Tortufu are on the move?
Well, as we're going, I would be noting down where like the various dark alleys are, where the people who look like they are searching for opportunities are hanging around, the pickpockets, the cut purses, those kinds of guys.
You actually don't. Roll me a perception check. You actually don't see much in terms of pickpockets and the like. Most of what you're seeing here seems to be dock workers. You have a lot of warehouses off when you're not on the absolute side of the water. And then you have a lot of empty docks. Most of the dock workers are either working and removing things from the ships, loading and whatnot, moving in between that and the warehouses. And there's a lot of alleys in between the warehouses themselves. But the number of people here isn't too terribly high, especially compared to what you first saw when you first arrived here in Baldur's Gate.
When I first flew it in,
Mm-hmm.
literally. Do I see what looks like a foreman of any kind? Maybe someone who is just supervising the work or anything like that? That person who just like has like a clipboard and isn't really doing anything.
Not where you are, but they'd probably be in the warehouses themselves, not or on the ships.
Hmm. From my experience, what I know that these kinds of dark crews are always looking for volunteers to earn a quick coin or two.
No.
No.
These are the bigger guilds. They have a lot of people already hired. If the smaller ships and smaller businesses were around, you might be able to get in with them, but you don't see them active right now.
Hmm.
It is only those big name crews that are on the move.
Well, Ren is a merchant, right? So
Yes.
maybe they could talk to like one of the foremans inside one of the storage facilities and get a lay for what's going on around in the docks. Maybe find out where that bar is.
I could just flat out ask where the bar is.
Well, you can't. I don't think you can ask like the guys who are actually actively working, like the carrying around boxes and shit, because they're not gonna want to talk while they're working.
That's true. Is anyone around like not doing anything? Or is everybody doing something?
It seems like most people here are doing something. Either they're moving loads over, they're coming back. There's a couple people that might be on break. But for the most part, it seems like a very well-oiled machine here.
Oh, there's people on break,
Alright.
you say?
Sidle up to those people.
You see what looks to be a sailor and a dock worker. Both male, both very muscular.
I don't mean to bother you, but
What's you
could
doing
you
out here, lass? Ain't no place for
uh
a woman.
no, it is not. I was just looking for the low lantern. Could you point me in that direction?
Yeah? What you looking for it for? I would have thought you'd be looking for better accommodations.
Oh, I would, but if only I could afford it.
Oh, I understand that. Too much going on and not enough work to be a going. But you'll be looking for that ship. Seventh dock that way. Third ship on the left. It's the one that looks like it ain't gonna be going nowhere.
Thank you very much. Uh, take care of yourselves. Don't take too much of a break, though. And I will walk back over to Tortufu.
What they say?
Seventh dock down, and it's the ship that doesn't look like it's going anywhere.
Oh, it's probably in dry dock.
I'm not sure what that means, but yes.
As we walked over, I explained, well, it basically means that the ship is taken out of the water for repairs and stuff.
Oh, I mainly know forest stuff. I've never been on a boat.
It's pretty fun.
Are we gonna go in there or get the others first? Do we know the name of the man we're looking for?
I feel like Tartufo would at this point, like, because he's been told enough times. But I personally don't remember. What the hell was their names?
Rick Van Thamper.
Amric Van Tamper. We're looking for a guy named Amric. He's part of the Van Tamper family.
Right? Higher up, lower, dear?
I don't know much about nobles.
Me neither. Uh, sure, we can just ask.
Probably.
Make our way over to the seventh dock.
As you make your way over there, it takes a little bit to find the right one, but you do see there is a creaking ship. Large masts, but there's no rigging on top of it anymore. And you see it is anchored to the wharf itself by thick chains, and a wooden staircase climbs up to the side of the ship and onto it. Looks like a
Oh.
permanent fixture. At the very front, you can see there is a green lantern giving off a green light.
Oh, not dry dock then. They made it part of the dock. That's cool.
Maybe you should lead in on this one. You're more comfortable with boats.
Well, at this point, I guess I don't think it's really a boat anymore.
Tavern?
Tartuffu, you
I,
can see even at a distance there are some pieces that are missing from the boat. You see the main part of the ship, the wheel, is gone.
yep, no sailing that thing. But yeah, tavern or looking at it, it probably is more like a dive bar.
Something like that.
But yeah, this looks like the place that me and the fellows would go to after look. Tartufo will look around. Is there anyone around in the earshot right now?
Not at the moment.
We can go after a good haul if you catch my meaning.
I think I know what you mean. And Ren will just slip behind you, Tortufu, and let you go in first.
Tartufo will climb the stairs and enter into the tavern. I'm not gonna attempt to look for the guy right now. I'll wait for that. I'm just taking a look around, see how it looks inside, see how rough it is.
As you see it's not the best looking place. It's got kind of mismatched furniture here and there. But there are couches, coffee tables, a bar, a couple of guards sitting around, and you can see what looks to be, other than the guards who are armored and carrying clubs, one patron here and a Kenku behind the bar.
Tartufo will come up to the bar
And the
and
person sitting at the bar is a half.
Were we ever told what race Amric is?
I'm assuming since we met his brother, I'm assuming it's a human.
Alright.
But who's manning the bar? Was it the Kenku or the halfling is the patron?
Kenku's behind the bar.
All right. Tartufo will head up to the bar, sit down, and ask for the house special. Because most bars have like something that that they're best known for.
You are given it's just a simple ale at the moment. It doesn't look like there's a lot going on here at the moment. It looks like a lot of their main stuff isn't up. You get the distinct feeling if you come back in a couple hours, this will be a lot more lively of a place.
Interesting.
Seeing as it's not so busy, Ren will get a little bit more comfortable and walk up to the bar as well and look at the Kenku and say, "Hi, do you ever get a usual customer here by the name of Amaric?"
You see, they look at you. Have
Mm-hmm. So you know him?
No.
You don't know him. All right.
I know him.
Oh, you know him. Perfect.
He just says no.
Just know him. Okay.
If I recall correctly, aren't Kenkus and portals from the same area?
I don't believe so.
They're from Chult. They're from the islands of Chult, right?
I don't know. I don't know where they come. A minute, I'll find out. You see, he's looking at you, his beak kind of twisted to the side.
He's a regular patron here, yes? Or no?
Regular.
Regular. All right. Comes here every night?
Night.
Hey, we're getting somewhere.
Are you? It sounds like he's just
I.
repeating everything you're saying.
That's how Kenkus work. They don't have their own voice. It might be a sensitive subject. Let's see. What do we need to find out about Amaric? We need to talk to him. Do you know what time he comes around?
Time.
Does he come before the sun is up or down?
Down.
Okay, the sun is down.
I think our best bet is just to come at sundown.
sundown.
Works for me.
Well, that was easy reconnaissance.
Yep, and I got a drink. And Tartuffu drinks more of his beer.
There. You see the halfling is simply humming to himself next to you on the bar.
You look like you're having a good time.
Tortufa, you also recognize the tune.
Oh?
It's a sea shanty.
Oh?
Mm-hmm. He's not doing the full thing, but he is definitely humming a sea shanty.
Now, is this a pirate sea shanty, a merchant sea shanty, or a privateer sea shanty? Because there are differences.
More just one that was used while traveling.
Okay, so he's a traveler. Tartuffu will hum along.
He seems to happily continue humming. He seems lost to his own thoughts at the moment.
Should we head back to the others?
Yeah, we probably should.
How long have we been gone from them?
About 45 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, let's start heading back. I think that's all the. Because if he's not here, we better come back at sundown.
Yep. Before we go, Tartuffu will drain his beer and ask the Kenku point blank. After sundown, would you say this place is as dangerous as it is now, or more dangerous?
The Kenku just kind of shrugs.
Oh, that wasn't an answer.
I don't think they know. Or hard to tell.
Maybe they don't work here at night.
Do you work here at night?
Night.
Sure. I think they do.
I guess we'll find out. And Tartuffu
Thank you
gets
for
up
your help.
and pays for his drink. How much is it?
It would be a total of dun, 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 dun. Where are my notes? I've lost my notes. 4 copper pieces.
Tartuffu puts down the copper, and just be nice. Is there a tip jar or something?
No.
He'll add an extra few copper.
It disappears pretty quick. He gives you a small bow.
Thank you for your help. And I guess we start heading back to the others.
Yep.
Alrighty. It's pretty easy to find your way back. Especially when Ren the Fearbolg turns back into themselves about halfway back.
Oh. Bad timing.
Yeah.
See people don't really pay it much mind. You get a couple funny looks from the people that happen to be standing next to you, that's about it.
We'll kind of hide behind their very long hair and just keep walking until
Tartuffu
we
just
find the
continues.
others.
Yeah, Tartuffu just continues the walking confidently with the shy furball behind them.
Meanwhile, what have Beezus and, or not Beezus, Membash and Beltari been up to?
I suppose I would have just been, arms crossed, sort of relaxed, leaning against the wall, trying to be as inconspicuous as possible, but just sort of keeping my eye on what's going on around me. Just waiting for them to get back.
Can I get a perception check?
Sure, sir.
As you're standing there, Mempesh, you start feeling your scales shiver, especially on the back of your neck. Something feels off about this area.
Hey, Val.
Yes, Minthesh?
Something feels a little off. Just pay a little extra attention. Something feels funny around here. I don't know what yet, but I'm not too comfortable right here now.
All right. Are we in an area with shops by chance?
No, you're on the
Damn.
edge of the warehouse part of the docks.
All right. Um. Kind of want to be doing something so that I can walk around and then look without being suspicious, but I can't think of anything. And I was thinking of window shopping and then maybe reading like a scroll or something, trying to look like if we're in the warehouse area, trying to keep track of merchandise or something, but
Do you have a clipboard? Can we see a clipboard around?
No.
yeah. Well, she's just going to be. You know what? Fuck it. She's gonna pull out her lyre and start kind of tweaking it and like walking around a little bit, pausing, humming, and stuff like that. While of course looking up periodically to see where she's walking so she doesn't walk into anyone, kind of thing. But
Alrighty. And you're
basically,
attempting
yeah,
to look out, see if you see anything?
yes.
Roll me that dang perception.
And while she's doing that, like if she's gonna sort of, take her lyre out, I'm sort of gonna, position myself sort of slightly behind her, like I'm acting like her bodyguard, right?
Mm-hmm. Latari,
But
it's quiet for the while. You hear the sounds of the docks a little ways off. But where you are, there aren't too many people. But as you're looking around, moment after moment, it's just quiet. But you're starting to get that same feeling Mempesh has, where the hair on the back of your neck is standing up, but you do catch something out of the corner of your eye. You see not a person, but something person-like, as poking out or hidden in the shadows of the alley, there's a darker shadow. But the moment you look over, you only see it at the corner of your eye. The moment you look over, it's gone, having faded back into the surrounding shadows. You're almost certain you're being watched.
okay. And okay. Valtari, hoping that no eavesdroppers know this language, is going to speak to Mimfash in Abyssal.
Mempesh know Abyssal.
Yes.
Hold on.
Well,
I
I was
do.
going to say, yeah, I was looking at the group proficiencies the chart that I made.
I couldn't remember, but yes, I do.
Yes.
I knew he spoke in
Uh,
Colonel. I just couldn't remember if he had Abyssal.
yeah. But Valtari will say that they have a bit of a shy audience that snuck away, and ask him, should we follow or walk the other way and wait for the other two?
I'm gonna use just to decrease the chances that somebody might understand us. I'm gonna use my one-way telepathy and tell her we should wait until the others get back because I've had bad recent experiences about chasing things in the alleys. So I think we should wait for the others, but keep a lookout still.
I just realized we never did tell Voltari and Seoza about the guys we fought.
Oh yeah.
We did. We really did.
But Valtari will nod to Minfash, and while nodding, she'll do a kind of hum. Basically, she's just trying to play it off and be sneaky as best as she can. But she's going to continue her endeavors of just keeping a watch out as well as Minfash is. Or was, I should say.
Okay. Me and Thatch. Is there anything else you would like to do?
I'm gonna try to, well, not staring directly at that spot she told me about, but definitely try to keep my attention in that general area.
As you are there, you still feel those shivers, that uncommon, or that feeling that just shows there's something else here. Something is watching. But you don't really see it. It's more like that second sense. Things moving out of the corners of your eyes. Watching but not coming forward.
Are we just at a game really? Like, are we in sort of street in between buildings? Like, what's our sort of location?
I'd imagine you'll just be chilling at the edge of one of the alleys
Okay.
on a main street. I don't think y'all, unless y'all went back into the dark alleys. But I think y'all are just
No, no,
on the
no.
side of
I'm
one of
just
the
trying to like
streets.
trying to get a visualization of that alley that we think something might have happened at, like how far away, and
You're looking
like location
probably
for that.
about 50 feet away from you, down one of the
Okay.
alleys leading into the warehouse district.
Okay. So just far enough away.
At least that's where the Valtari saw that one.
Yeah.
But as the time passes, you keep catching things at the corner of your eye in almost every direction.
Mm. I think we should move, Val. I think we're lingering here a little too long and starting to attract attention.
Val will not put up any argument there and just will kind of usher like an after you motion.
The question is how will you find your party members if you move?
Well, we did see which direction they walked off in, right?
Mm-hmm. But it's been about 40 minutes since then.
I
So
think they
I'm
would be
gonna.
able to see Ren.
Y'all haven't come back yet.
Oh, okay.
Personally, I think the best course of action is to go back to a more crowded area, maybe even go back to the inn. Because if we're potentially being watched, we want it to be as difficult as possible for any unwanted situations to occur.
Okay.
Yeah, but we have to let the others know that we left and where we're going. Let's see.
We're
I am.
over. Oh, go ahead, Memphash.
No, go first. I'm just thinking out loud. Sorry.
We would more than likely be out of 120 feet of the other two, right?
Oh, absolutely. If they were that close, you'd be able to
Yeah.
see them.
Okay, that's kind of what I figured.
And if you're trying to use a message, you have to know where your target is.
Yeah. We don't really know any kind of secret codes that we could.
No. I was looking for that too. Which is definitely something we're going to work on next.
Yeah, that would probably be a smart idea.
Well, the last time Tortufu and I were separated from you guys, we decided to send one of us back to the inn. So hopefully he can remember that if we leave to go back at least towards that direction, they might come find us. It has been a while since they've left.
You know what? I have a above table.
Uh-huh.
I have a long shot idea,
Uh-huh.
but I kind of want to try it and see if you'll
Let's,
let me.
let's
Uh-huh.
do it.
I want to try and I want to try and talk to the goose that keeps tormenting Minfash.
Do
You
you
don't
speak with
currently see it.
animals?
Yeah, but the thing is, I was wanting to try and call it out.
Okay. How are you going to do that?
I have a flute, and while it might not be perfect because geese have more of a honk than a tweet like other birds,
Mm-hmm.
I might try and see if I can manage to do like a little bird call kind of thing to see if it'll spark its attention.
Okay. Roll me a performance. You do a pretty decent honk on a flute, which is surprising. As Memphesh, you hear it. The call of the goose. You have been betrayed. Valtari was working with it the whole time. She's the reason it's following you, apparently. She can call to it.
Yeah, maybe Valtari should have given Minfash a heads up, but oh well, too late.
Everyone's betraying Memfash.
It was you?
No, it is something I think solely connected to you. I'm just seeing if we can use it.
I don't like I'm like Midfashion now is just like startled and like shook. Like he's looking at her in disbelief. Like I I, I don't I
If she
fine.
betrayed you like this, Memphash, what's watching? Is it more goose? Is it a team of gooses? Are they setting you up for a betrayal? An ambush? Can you
Is it
trust
I
the goose
know.
Valtari?
Hydra?
Uh,
I definitely
but
take that dramatic step backwards though. Like
and Valtari will kind of roll her eyes and go, "If this was my plan all along, Minfash, I had many a times to do this when there would be less people and it would leave behind less of a scene or mess. Why would I wait now to do it?"
that's a good question.
Anyway,
Valtari, roll
Valtari's
me
gonna
a D100 call high or low.
D100 high or low.
Mm-hmm.
I both want you and to fail and to succeed.
I
Well,
want you to
I'll
succeed
do.
so bad.
Yeah, I'll do high. Yay!
Yes.
It
Come
doesn't
here, sweet
arrive.
prince.
No, it doesn't.
Oh.
What was that?
It's just quiet.
This is
Well-
what it sounds like before he shows up.
Yeah. Valtari is going to take off one of her ribbons that are on her outfit and drop it and a piece of ration on the ground and then motion to Benfash to
Oh,
head
as you're
back to
motioning
town.
to Menfash, you notice something.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
The goose is right above Menfash, staring down at him from one of the rooftops.
Does Midfash see the goose?
You do not.
So as Val walks away, I just sort of
Does
cross
Val
my
walk
arms and just
away?
sort of like.
'Cause
No,
she's-
I thought Val.
she put the stop
Go ahead.
down and then she looked over to you to go get you to leave, and then she sees it above you.
Oh, I thought she was walking away. Sorry.
No. She will, however, at seeing the goose, start to push Minfash forward a little bit, going, come on, let's head out. And then in Celestial, because I do not think Minfash knows that,
I do
she's
not.
going to pray that this goose has some kind of sentience and ask it to take the ribbon and taunt Tortufu to get it to follow it and lead it back into town to us.
Roll me a disadvantage persuasion check.
Can I use a hero point to do flat?
Normal? Yes, you can.
Yeah. You said persuasion?
Yep.
Fuck.
You look over. You don't know where the goose went. But you also notice the ration and the ribbon are gone.
I'm not gonna. Val's not going to say anything more and try and continue on into town with Minfash.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You
Saboteur.
betrayed his trust.
Valtari's gonna put a hand on her chest and look at Minfash like, are you serious? But then go, you know what? Fine, if you don't want to follow, you don't have to follow. I am going back to town so that whatever is following us does not try to fucking ambush us.
Split
It's
the
probably
party
your good
even
friend.
more, even more. Split the party even more, even more.
Yippee!
I feel like we need to tell Kaya that they need to not ever leave us alone.
So Valtari's going off on her own without Menfash?
Mm.
She's walking back to town. She's told Minfash her idea.
But
If
you're
he's
still
going-
in the city. You're just gonna get back into the other districts.
Yeah, that's what I meant. So, apologies.
So Menfash, what you gonna do?
How far away has she gotten while I'm sulking here?
Not too terribly far. She's just down the street.
I look over my shoulder. I
Nothing
look
there.
around.
It's all quiet. Very, very quiet.
That's the free sound of the goose. So I just sort of begrudgingly follow. But I definitely keep a distance to let her know I'm not pleased.
And then from behind you hear a faint honk.
I knew it.
A distant answer to the call.
They're in cahoots. Literal hoots.
They're in Kahonks.
Cahoots.
That's good. Can we give you a hero point for that?
You don't want to give me a hero point.
I was gonna
I
say.
really do. That was
Yeah.
good.
Yes, I begin to follow, but hidden. you know, angry distance.
Need a perception check from Mempash.
No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy.
Whammy. Well, that was decent.
Mempash? Once you get back into the city and you're starting to move through more crowded streets, you lose track of Altari.
And now the party is in 3 sections.
Fudge.
I think we're doing great.
All right. I
Kenjiro
pick up the
looks at
pace.
you and shakes his head.
Oh, I forgot Kenjiro was here.
Kenjiro's with Mempash. Arthur's with Altari.
Okay, so she's not completely alone.
No.
All right. So at that point, I know she's going back. So we pick up the pace and try to get back to the end.
Hey, Valtari, guess what?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Chicken butt.
You see, there's a
What?
little festival going on.
Oh no.
They are selling stuffed animals and instruments. You see, there's also some beginner books on how to play certain instruments.
Yeah, no. I was gonna say, oh, I should probably do a wisdom roll to see if I can resist, but at that, no, Valtari cannot. She makes a beeline for it, not even trying to make sure that Arthur keeps up with her.
He does. He's good at keeping up. But you actually see a couple different books for different instruments, one of which you gave to little Nellie, the flute.
How much is it?
It is a simple 5 gold pieces.
Above table. Did we agree to do more of a community money pool, or I can't remember.
Don't.
We did agree on a community pool, but we have not done the we haven't put everyone's wallet in it yet. So I think you would still have your wallet on you.
Yes.
You say that, but Valtari is broke currently.
I think it could be argued that Sioza's unmanned character would still be walking around with Voltari.
You have access to the funds if you want to use them.
Okay, yeah, she is. She is buying. She is buying that. Now, where is it under? Is it under party loot or somewhere else?
Party loot, probably.
Okay.
But you see that there's a number of different cute little stuffed animals, ranging from dragons to alicorns to bicorns to frogs to turtles, a couple more rabbits, some dogs, some cats, all kinds of things.
How much is the turtle plushie?
The turtle plushie is a smaller one and will go for 3 silver pieces.
She is going to buy that as well. Why did you do this to me, DC?
As you are able to pick up your purchases, there is a lot going on. You also see there is a parent meeting over in one of the corners for new parents and how to deal with eccentric children.
Oh, this is a trap, but
Most
Valtari's gonna
obvious fake trap ever.
I just hear the no, you're gonna get kidnapped, but Valtari's booking it. She's going to approach and ask if she can join in and listen.
You and your partner are allowed to join, and Arthur's just like, no, not me. He gets taken by the ear and sat down though, and he's like, oh fuck. But most importantly, Mempesh, you make it to the inn. There's no Valtari.
expected her to not be here. She's probably with that. I'll just so she was a block or so away, right? When I took off after her, correct?
As far as you can tell, as for what happened since then, you don't know. You took the main path going directly to whether or not Veltari took them as well. You have no idea.
Okay. So I'm just gonna, you know, hang out the inn for a little bit, maybe just wait to see if she actually shows up after a few minutes. I'll start getting nervous if it seems like she's gone from like, basically where we were to the inn. Like if it starts to get excessive, then I'm gonna start panicking. Well, not
20
panic,
minutes
but
go
like,
by.
okay,
No sign of Veltari. No sign of Arthur. No sign of Tortufu. No sign of Ren. It's just you and Kenjiro.
hey Kinjiro,
Yes,
how good is your sense of
Nyan?
smell? How good is your sense of smell?
This one is not a dog, Nyan.
Good point. Sorry. Oh gosh. Okay. Time to backtrack. Kendra, we gotta go find. Well, nah. If you're lost, the best thing to do is stay put. Even though we're not lost.
There's a nod from Kenjiro in agreement.
I'm gonna stay put. Let's just stay put for a little while longer and see what happens.
Alrighty. Elsewhere. Tortufu. You and Ren have returned to where Veltari, Memphesh, and the others were supposed to be waiting for you. They're not there.
Oh,
Voltari? Memphis? Tortuga starts like looking around.
Only
um,
silence greets you, but as you're looking, you see something standing on one of the roofs.
I look up at it.
There is a goose looking off into the distance. In its maw, a ribbon.
Do I recognize the ribbon?
You do.
the goose ate her.
Why would you say that? It's a
You
goose.
see something red dripping from the end of the ribbon.
Oh god.
I'm hoping that's more jam.
I don't think Voltari makes jam.
Is there a clear way to get to the goose?
Trying to climb the roofs.
Like, can I get like below it, like on the roof?
Yeah, it's about 4 stories up, though.
I'm gonna try to whistle at it just to, hey, look down.
It looks down at you.
I'm gonna use speak with animals. My fate touched.
Gotcha.
Hi,
It continues
pleasure to
to
meet you.
stare.
Do you happen to know where Menthash went?
It looks over at Tortufu, a glint in its eyes, before turning and running across the rooftop.
Oh, maybe we follow it?
I really don't want to climb on the roof again.
No, from the streets.
Can we still see it from the streets?
Yeah.
Alright, Tortuga will start jogging after it.
Yeah, Ren will follow.
It leads y'all through street after street after street, going this way and that, leading you deeper and deeper into the city. And there are some strange things you find. You run across a man having a conversation with a woman that seems a little one-sided until she shanks him. You see what looks like a kid running a scam. You see what looks like a strange obsidian door that doesn't lead anywhere as far as you can tell because it's just on a brick wall. You see what looks like a couple different stores hidden in the alleys, but you also get led through a slaughterhouse.
That is the last place I would expect a goose wanting to go.
It's mocking us.
Is it still in earshot?
Yeah.
Are you just playing with us? We'd really appreciate it if you can help find Memphash.
It continues to move.
I keep chasing after it because I think that it hurt Peltari or something.
You go,
Yeah,
and
we're
you
good.
go,
We're good.
and you go, and you spend the next hour or so chasing this bird. Memphash, it's been about an hour since you last saw Voltari.
Okay, now I'm worried. All right, Kendra, let's at least walk the path back to where we were, or follow retrace our steps, and maybe we'll bump into them. But if we get about halfway back and we haven't found them, we'll just pause and reconsider our options then.
You make it all the way to the halfway point without seeing anything. The main streets being still very busy. You get the feeling it'd be very hard to see them even if you were around them.
Seriously, where could she have gone? She
Also,
said she was going back to the inn.
no sign of your missing Ren or Tortufu as well.
We're being led on a wild goose chase.
I was about to say that.
All
I
right,
have no
let's keep
regrets for
going
what I
back towards
started.
the docks, and maybe we'll run into the other two.
You make it all the way there. No sign of Memphash, or you are Memphash. No sign of Tortufu or Ren either. Nothing.
So now we're in trouble, Kendra. So how long has this taken?
Oh, you're about 2 hours since you split off with Memphash, or Tortufu and the others.
All right, we cannot find 3 people in this entire city just walking around without a plan.
You're also
At the
missing
very
Red
least. Okay, sorry, 4 people. All right, we're gonna go back to our original plan. We're gonna head back to the inn because there's no way, because we'll find them. It's a needle in a haystack at this point, and to them, we're the lost ones. So hopefully they meet us back at the inn. So yeah, we're just going to walk back to the inn again and see if we can bump into them along the way.
You make it back to the inn just as Tortufu and Ren are entering it. There are feathers sticking out of their clothes. There's a little bit of blood on Ren's arm. There's a whole mess. But you do see Ren
Oh,
and
we found
Tortufu.
you.
They're a little out of breath. They spent the last hour chasing a goose through the city.
Oh, he did lead us to you.
I was just coming to try to find you guys. I was on my way back to the inn now.
Oh, the goose helped us.
What?
Have you seen Voltari?
No, we headed back this way. We got separated. By the way, she's in Kahonks with that goose. She's been setting me up this entire time.
What are you talking about?
She can communicate with the goose. She called it, and I think it came because I didn't see it, but I heard it after she called for it, and it sounded Her call sounded just like it.
Memphis, that goose has been fucking with us since before she even showed up.
That shows you how clever it is.
Are you really saying that Valtari was hired by the goose?
You've seen this goose. You know what it's capable of.
It led us through a slaughterhouse to find you. But we
That's
found you. I
Yes,
think it has good intentions.
that is yet to be seen.
I'm
I still
sure.
don't trust it.
I'm sure. Uh, did she give the goose a ribbon or something? Why was the goose holding a ribbon?
She laid it down. We were trying to leave you a message to say we
Oh,
were leaving.
oh,
I
okay.
guess their teamwork worked.
Oh God, my gosh. Okay, so she probably just got sidetracked by something for Nelly. Maybe she's buying a new toy or something. Oh no.
Possible. What also is possible, she's cahoots, planning with our new cohort.
I really doubt that, Senepash. I
Well,
mean,
I
I'm
could
your.
talk to the.
Hmm?
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I am your buddy, but you're taking this goose thing too far, man.
At that point, Mempesh, you
Okay,
feel something land on your head, and blood start to run down the front of your forehead.
give the old white woman. What is this? Look up.
You see the goose disappear over the rooftop again.
I thought we were inside the tavern.
No, you were just about to go in when Mempesh caught you. You're just outside.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
But Veltari's bloody ribbon is on your head.
Is it blood though?
Oh yeah, it's definitely blood.
It's probably from that slaughterhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure
I
about that?
too can play the little king.
Maybe we should
Maybe
go
you.
find Veltari.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
Maybe we should go find Veltari.
Yeah. Should we check the markets?
Maybe sure. Now that we're the most of us are back together, it'd probably be, you know, easier to find as a group than as individuals.
Yeah, let's not split up again. Weird shit happens when we split up.
That
Usually
is
to
true.
you.
That is true.
Mempesh, you start to feel something like a sneeze building up in your snout.
I really wish I had to sneeze right now so I could actually play into that, but I can't. I sort of try to nose it out, just try to flinch my nose out.
You see Mempesh start to squirm a little bit. That feeling starting to grow.
You good, Benfash?
Feels like I got a itch in my nose, like I got a sneeze or something.
Say
Can I take?
pineapple.
I'm gonna.
Pineapple?
I'm gonna take one of the feathers that's sticking out of my hair and tickle it under Benfash's nose.
It takes a couple minutes, but Mempesh does eventually sneeze. And when he comes back up, Tortufu, you see something.
Oh, not again.
The round nose. It's back.
Oh dear God, it's not again.
What now?
As you
Ren?
see, Ren, Mempesh has a large, red, round nose. It's a full orb of a nose on the end of his snout.
Can I touch it? Is it real or is it an illusion?
You're gonna go try to poke Memphash's nose?
Yeah.
Memphash, Ren just pokes your snout after you
Yeah.
sneeze.
What are you doing? Leave me alone.
You have something on your face.
It's called beauty. Thank you.
Oh god. Brad, we need to find Volturi, because with Volturi we'll probably meet Sioza, and they can fix this.
What's going on with him?
I don't know. It happens sometimes. You can't see it.
When I touched it, did it feel round, or
Yep.
was it just Memphash's nose?
Felt round and squishy. You also notice that his boots are getting bigger.
I think we may have ran into something that's making us see things.
No. This happened a while back. He can't see it, but we all can see it. We gotta find him. Tartufo runs up to grabs it around the waist and hoists him onto his shoulder and starts running towards the market.
Who did you just kidnap? Ren or
Memphash.
Memphash? Memphash, you're being kidnapped by a turtle.
Thank you for carrying this. I'm worthy.
It's gonna be okay, buddy. Just stop acting like that for a while, please.
As I'm running behind, I'm watching Memphash intently to make sure nothing else changes.
Oh, you see now he's wearing these large gloves. And his boots have gotten even bigger.
I'm gonna use my second Fearbog magic and do detect magic as I'm running.
You detect magic. There is definitely magic.
What kind of magic? Illusion, transmutation?
You're not sure.
Okay.
Sioza, Valtari! As Tartufo's running through the market. The clouding has begun again!
You hear in your ear, Tortufu. Why can't the undead write music? They
no.
can only decompose.
Oh, that's a good one. I'm taking that for later.
Did I hear that from Medfesh? Or
Yes.
Well, it's definitely magic. I just don't know what kind.
No one does!
So, two half-orcs walk into a bar. The halfling walks under it.
Medfesh, you gotta snap out of it, man!
Sure. Maybe.
Oh, it's getting to him now. Is there any sign of Altari?
No, not anywhere.
I think we need a priest or something. We need a cloud exorcism.
What
At
do
this
you
point,
call a mountaintop guarded by rogues? A sneak peek?
oh no.
One
At this
more.
point, I wish I had an owl, but I don't have an owl.
So, Medfesh, one more, I'm gonna knock you out if you're gonna do one more joke.
But they're so good.
A sneak attack is a jab well done.
Is this Memphash speaking this?
Yep.
I think you're cursed. Or
Damn
something.
right he is.
Why does nobody trust the low dexterity wizard? Because he can trip at any moment.
As that is said, Ren trips because she is a low dexterity wizard.
Tartufo sets Menfesh down and takes a good look at him.
He's gone full dragon clown.
Tartufo raises his arm back and slaps Menfesh across the face. Snap out of it!
The nose goes flying off. You see water go spewing everywhere. Menfesh spins to the side.
That hurt.
Did it work?
Nope. But now there's white on your hand, Tartufo.
Oh god, it's spreading! And Tartufo starts like trying to shake it off, rubbing his hand on the ground.
Ah,
Meanwhile, elsewhere,
I was gonna say, I know I'm not there, but can I ask how many people are just staring in confusion and concern to
Many.
the
Ren is very, very uncomfortable.
The cloudy plague has begun.
but Veltara, you make it back to the inn. It took a little while. You got some really good parenting tips from the other parents. You are also informed of where they're going to meet next week.
You know, I never would have imagined joining a parent group, but they have some really good ideas, and I think it will actually really help me, give Nellie, more fulfillment and, help her out a bit more. I'm so grateful that you tagged along with me, Arthur.
You're welcome. I don't know how I ended up there. There were a lot of people staring. It was weird.
Well,
His
maybe that's
golden
just
locks
because
distracted some of the single mothers.
I was actually gonna make that joke. I think some of them might have just wanted you there as eye candy.
He
And I
hands you
apologize a little bit.
piece of candy.
Oh, you sweet summer child, never change.
You open it up, and it's made in the shape of an eyeball.
Yeah.
It's not like a really realistic one. You can tell by look it's candy. It's kind of like a jawbreaker, but smaller.
You're good. Val probably would have no issue, but me as a player. Val would probably start nomming on the candy as she walks back.
But you return to the inn, and there's no sign of the rest of your party.
Oh, how long were we gone, Arthur? I'm not going to lie, I lost track of time.
About an hour and a half.
Oh. Minfash went out looking for me, didn't he?
I would expect as such.
Now the question is do we go in a perpetual loop of us now leaving to try and find him, or do we stay here like we originally said?
Well, what would Seoza tell you? He takes out a puppet of Seoza. Don't run off and get kidnapped.
Val's going to stare at the puppet for a second before looking at Arthur and go, how long have you had this prepared?
One of the ladies gave it to me.
Those women are quick with their hands. Jeez, that's impressive.
Considering she knitted it after seeing Seoza, yeah.
You know, I do wonder if that goose ever listened to me, or if it just kind of took the ration and just fucked off.
Well, we can go look around, see if it's around here. Just stay close.
Yeah, we can go stand outside. I'm pretty sure that they'll make a commotion at some point in time, and that can help us locate them.
There's a nod from Arthur as he comes out with you, and you see the first thing you notice off on the side? Your ribbon. Coated in blood. Laying on the ground.
She will pick it up and go, I'll have to get this washed. And make no other comment about the goose.
No, you don't see the goose, it's just the ribbon.
Yeah, but she's going to tell herself that it was the goose that brought it, because the idea of anyone else having found it, knowing it was hers and knowing where they're at, she doesn't want to face that thought.
So you're just gonna chill?
Yeah, just keep an eye out or an ear out for the the rest of them.
On the other side, Dortufu. Why did the necromancers start a bakery?
Before Memphis could finish the punchline, Tortufu backhands him.
To wring some dough.
It's not working.
Slap, 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 slap.
Uh,
It
how
takes a
far away
little
from
while,
me?
but Memphash's thing does fade again.
I can just imagine his face is covered in bruises.
It would be if he wasn't made of scales. And what were you asking,
Jaws.
Ollie?
Oh, I was just gonna ask how far away is the inn from here? Because if this thing didn't fade, I would leave my familiar here.
Oh, y'all are about an
And then,
hour away from that, looking for a church that will help. But most of it's still closed off.
are you all cursed?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Buddy, it happened again.
What?
You got all clowned up from the feet up.
That's why I
Yeah,
touched your nose.
that's happened before. Really don't know why though.
Have you ever been to the Fae?
I've been to the astral plane, but not the Fae. No.
Can I make some sort of history check? Have I ever heard of something like this?
No. You don't even need to roll it. You've never heard anything like this.
Is the stuff still on Tortufu's hand?
No, it's gone.
I was like that. I don't think y'all could handle clown Tortufu.
No, we could not. Should we maybe head back to the inn? Maybe Valtari said she would. Or
I
maybe she.
hope so. I need a
I think,
drink.
I think that's a
I
good
think we
idea.
all do.
My face hurts.
Well,
Yeah.
Tortufu has been repeatedly bashing it.
Understandable.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I promise the pain will fade. I did not use a closed fist.
Thank
This
you.
time.
Yeah, next time I might just have to knock you out.
No, please don't do that.
Yes, please don't do that.
It takes a good while to get back to the inn, but you do find Valtare at the inn.
Oh,
Uh,
thank God.
I don't typically drink, but I think I need it.
Yeah. What was the name of the
Huh.
barkeep? The owner of the place? I think it was
Avery?
Avery. Yeah.
Not the owner, it's just the person behind the bar.
Yeah.
Avery, I need whatever the hell you gave us that first night, the one that knocked me on my ass.
You get given a very strong smelling drink.
So someone come get me when the sun goes down. I need a nap. Tortufu takes the cup and starts heading up to his room.
Gotcha.
Oh, was the reconnaissance that bad?
Oh no, we found information. I guess I'm the one who to give it. I will also order a drink. Just whatever you have is fine.
Are you
Maybe
ordering the
strong.
same thing Tortufu just got?
Yeah, Ren will copy that.
Oh,
Alrighty.
no.
Any
They
They don't
disadvantage
typically
con
drink, so
saves
they
from
don't
both of
know.
you?
Con
Oh,
save? Okay.
before Tortuga enters his room, he'll call down from the awning, Memphis with cloud again, and go. And that's when they'll go into it.
Gotcha. Tortufu, need that disadvantage con save?
I was about to say I was going to try to warn Ren about that drink before she drank it. It's
Tortufu,
pretty potent.
Yeah.
you get shit faced very quickly. Ren blacks out. The body's still up, but there ain't anything going on upstairs anymore.
Do I like fall down on the ground, or am I just sitting there?
Oh no, you are smashed beyond smashed beyond smashed. Because what you were given, what Tortufu got, was Dwarven Gutbuster. Meant to bring
Oh no.
down Dwarven Berserkers.
I am
You're
Tortera. Grant me smash beyond smash beyond smash.
You're never getting the information now. Seyosa, don't ever leave us again.
Yeah. Val's gonna look at this scene and go, I guess we will get that information later. Oh, but
Yep.
Mimpesh, look, as she holds up the turtle stuffy. I
Oh.
will admit I got a little sidetracked and I do apologize, but there were so many good things there. There was books on teaching kids how to play instruments. There were all sorts of plushies. There was even this super wonderful and inclusive mothers group and our parents group, and oh, they gave me so much good information. I could not pass it up.
Is that all you have to say?
He still thinks you're in
Are you
line.
still on about the goose thing?
I didn't say anything about that, but since you brought it up, yes. Now, I did have a conversation with Tortufu and Ren about it, and they made some valid points. I am willing to forgive you. You're forgiven.
I appreciate. And I should apologize. I should have let you know of my plan, given your interactions with the goose so far. I just figured, given those interactions, it'd be wonderful if I could somehow get it to encourage the other two to in our direction. But I should have brought it up with you before doing so. So I apologize for doing that.
That is okay. Now that we all know the goose is the arch nemesis and it's the devil and a demon spawn, let's just be careful with it. Because they brought a ribbon back covered in blood. Like,
So
where did they get blood from?
that's how it got over here. I was thinking it was the goose, but I wasn't sure.
Oh, it was that goose, all right. And it dropped it right on my head. It was mocking me. But that's neither here nor there. Water under the bridge, as they say. And I'm supposing, like, at a above table, right? Like, Ren is passed out right beside us as we're having this conversation, right?
Oh no, it's significantly worse because they're not passed out. They're on the move, but they are
Oh,
smashed beyond smashed.
Oh
They're
no.
blackout. They're blackout drunk. They have no inhibitions. They are out of control right now.
uh,
Minfash, do you think you can handle that? Because I do not think I can stop them.
yes. Give me pause. Let's pause this for a second. Then I'll go over and try to, sort of handle Ren as like, hey, Ren, we're okay. Let me think about how I'm gonna say this before I say this. And for anybody hears, she is my friend. When I say, oh, that's not gonna come out right either. Where is your
Where's that
room?
lady?
Oh. So it's not
Where is
just
your room?
children that Memphis are terrible at talking to and about.
Let's get to your room so I can put you in your bed where you are by yourself, and I am not with you when I leave. You are by yourself, and nothing's going to happen to you because you're by yourself.
Valtari is going to turn
Likely
to Avery.
story, likely story. As you see a gnome just in the window going, "Yay. Methinks you protest too much."
Do I
Val's
have
gonna
free control
turn to
over?
Avery and be like, Avery, I think this one needs to be put to bed. Do you mind telling us which room she was in so we can make sure she doesn't hurt herself?
First door on the right.
Thank you.
Do I have like control of my body or something? Or am
No,
I completely?
absolutely not. You are absolutely gone. You got a 4 on a DC check of at least 20.
Oh my god. This is why she doesn't drink.
Let's go. Let's go. It's like I'm trying to hold them at like arm's length, but like guiding them. So it's like, see, I'm barely touching. I'm
That-
barely touching.
That old gnome is just laughing his ass off in the window. You see he's missing teeth. He's got weird scraggly hair and a bald spot. That's how he laughs.
Hush.
I wonder what kind of kids that fucker will have. Will they be furry or scary? Guess we're gonna find out.
Motherfucker.
Valtari will get kind of huffy and stand between the gnome and Memfash and go, even if they were in a relationship and had children, they would be beautiful and it's none of your concern, you crusty old hag. You will never find anyone and that's why you're so pretentious.
He holds up a drunk off his ass female gnome who's just kind of swinging. Nah, this be the hag. She my wife. She's a bit of a bitch. Kind of drops her back out of sight.
I'd imagine Ren is making this as difficult as physically possible.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you're like almost 2 feet taller than me, so I'm probably having a hard time wrangling you up anyway, right?
The dragon versus a giant spawn because the furbolgs are related to giants.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Tartuffu is snoozing happily in his cot with a warm feeling inside.
I'm sorry, in your what?
In my cot.
Okay.
I can't sleep in the actual bed. I'm too big.
I don't even think you have a cot. I think you just have hay.
Yeah.
You have
You
your shield.
break a
The shield's
cot.
your bed.
It's clean hay though. It's good hay.
Tortufu's probably the only one who can wrangle Ren.
Probably.
You could probably come and like wake him up or something. He did say to just wake me up when it's time to go.
But we also know what kind of alcohol you had.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, but I think I have a better constitution than Ren. Like
The last time you had it, it knocked your ass out. And you were unresponsive.
You
yeah,
hear the gnome on the other side. So, if you're getting involved, you think the fucker's gonna have horns?
I'll have you know I'm already in a committed relationship with a wonderful man.
Good for you.
And again, that's none of your business.
Is it this one? As he pulls an unconscious Sayos out from behind the window.
She is going to grab Seos and hold him tight to her. And just look very grumpy and protective.
Wait, why is Seo's unconscious?
It's a good question.
I was gonna say probably
The
above
world's been
table
never.
because their player is not here.
Yeah, but weren't they walking with you? I assume they were just like with you the entire time. So why the hell is this suddenly unconscious?
You don't ask questions here.
You wanna
Don't
watch
ask
out.
questions.
You'll wanna watch out for that one. The hag's taking an interest. What? Not a hag. You've got the crooked nose and your skin's green. My skin's not green. It is. That's because I'm throwing up. Oh, stop doing that. Sorry.
Valtari's gonna guide Seosa to their room and and guard the fucking door.
I was about to ask where Nellie is, but no, she's with Tristan.
She's with Tristan. Far away from all of this.
Good.
So,
There's just a pouty tiefling sitting in front of the bed, their door to their room.
what would y'all like to do?
Well, I guess we have to wait till morning for those two to sober up to get the details.
No, definitely with Ren.
Well, Torch Dufu said to wake him up at sundown, so we can go. But I guess he would know about Ren's copying him and drinking the same shit.
The other problem is 30 minutes later the sun goes down.
Well, you can still wake your Tufu up to find out the information.
Yeah, I didn't actually pass out.
You didn't pass out, but you're still well in your cup.
I'll get some coffee. Just get some coffee in me.
So, Veltari, Membesh, what will you do?
I think Val would, knowing how that alcohol is from taking it previously, she's just gonna wait till morning for those two to sober up.
Alrighty. Membesh, do you agree with this?
Yeah, I mean, Tartuffu might be able to handle it because it's his second or third time, but Ren, gone.
Alrighty. One
I'm not
moment.
on this world anymore.
And we are back, and we are going to join the crew after a couple hours, as Ren is completely unconscious, and the party has elected to wait out the drunkards, getting all the way to the next morning where everybody is waking up. Ren has a hangover and a half.
Mm.
I would like to imagine that Valtari, having been raised by tavern keepers, knows a couple of remedies for hangovers, so she's gonna have a couple of weird concoctions prepped at the bar for Ren whenever they come down, and a few for Tartuffu as well.
Fair.
Yeah, Brett is heavily off balance, more than typical, or more than usual.
You're able to deal with the after effects relatively well. Ren, you still got a headache.
Okay. What were we doing again? We still need to go to the lantern.
Oh dear. You already did last night.
No, we didn't. It's still the goose just. We just got finished with the goose.
You look outside through your headache and you see the sun is only just rising. Ren.
Oh. What happened?
We tried to warn you, but you came back after doing the reconnaissance and getting into some mayhem. Tortufu ordered the beverage and did not mention what it was. You ordered the same thing, and it was Dwarven Gutbuster, and it has a hell of a kick.
I think
Yeah.
this is why I don't drink.
Well, I think you ordered the strongest drink in the general area, probably.
Yes.
How much do I owe Avery?
None. Your bill's already been dealt with.
Okay.
If you want, we can try and find you something much weaker to try next time if you would like. And she's going to push like a soup in front of Ren and be like, "Have some of this. It normally can help with a bit of the hangover."
And Ren will nod and start eating it.
Above just for above table for plot filler stuff. Is Ren a vegetarian or do they eat meat?
They eat some meat, but they're mainly vegetarian.
Okay, because I was thinking of it being like a seaweed kelp soup with some eggs and some other random veggies in there.
Yeah, like if they need to eat meat, they will.
Okay,
But she typically doesn't.
okay. Completely random. All right.
Tortufu, what happened at the lantern?
Tortuga like drinks some. Just I'm assuming that someone gave him some coffee, right?
Water. Water is what you were given.
Tortuga drinks his water to moisten up his tongue. Oh God. Oh. Okay. So we went to the docks. We talked to some dock workers. Well, you talked to the dock workers. I just stood behind you. They told us about where to find the low lantern. We went in, talked to a Kenku, found out that the guy is there every night after sundown, and then we came back. We couldn't find anybody. There was a goose with a bloody. The goose was there with one of Voltari's ribbons all covered in blood. You said that they ate her, and I was freaking out when you said that, but.
Oh, that was out of character.
Wasn't said that it wasn't, so it was in.
Oh no, okay, that's fine.
So I freaked out about that, and then I saw a wild goose chase throughout Baldur's Gate, ending at like I think it was a butcher's shop, or I don't know, but there was a lot of clean blood. Then we came back. We saw Memfash. He went all clowny again, which freaked me out. We tried to find Voltari at the market because I assumed that she probably just got sidetracked buying something for Nelly. And then I smacked him around a bit. We came back. I had a drink. You had the same drink, which I guess you're not gonna do that again, are you?
No,
Yeah.
never again.
That's why I took it in my room so I could if it knocked me out, at least I would be in bed already. But yeah, that's pretty much all that happened.
I missed so much.
Yeah, you're gonna be kind of forgetful after drinking something like that. I'm pretty sure that shit can melt through armor.
It would be interesting to test the properties of it.
I mean, you just did. And it knocked you. I'm assuming it knocked you out. What actually happened to her? Oh wait, no. Ren's a guy, right?
Ren uses she they.
Oh, okay. So I was right to say her. What actually happened with Ren? Like, what did what did Drake do to them?
You asking us at the party?
Yeah.
Party?
Memphis, is that? Anyone want to answer Tartufa's question?
I didn't hear you. What did you say? Sorry, I missed it.
What? Tartufa asked how the drink affected Ren. Like what actually happened last night when Tortuga went to bed?
Oh, she was not there. She, for all intents and purposes, her body was on autopilot.
Oh, she went
They were
blackout.
moving, but they weren't at home. Yes, she blacked out.
They attempted to do some disco dancing.
Oh, you gotta
I
be
can't say
careful.
no.
Point to the floor, point to the roof. Point to the floor, point to the roof. Kind of thing.
Well, you gotta be careful, because all kinds of shit can happen when you're blacked out. I remember one time I was on the ship and I drank way too much grog, like an entire barrel of it. I woke up a day later, floating in the ocean, with a hammer on my chest, just like no idea how I even got there. Took my crew like a whole day to find me.
Oh, okay. So what's our plan for today?
Well, we should probably get our stuff. I'm pretty sure the blacksmith said they'd be ready by today.
Right. Do we have any other errands to run?
Uh, I'm assuming we have access to our funds, right, Cece?
Mm-hmm.
And we sold stuff yesterday, right? We didn't buy anything for the party
Correct.
aside from placing the orders for our weapons.
Correct.
Well, we should probably load up on supplies, you know. I don't know how bad it'll be once the sun goes down in the docks, but it wouldn't be a bad idea to make sure we're ready for a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fighting. I don't think Ren's ever necessarily been in a fight unless it was over their time on the road if they needed to fend something off.
You're level 3, so you've run into some fights.
Alright. I just don't think they've no, they've been they've been in a fight. We're level 4.
Yeah, that.
Alright.
So welcome to level 4.
Yippee! I'm just looking at don't have a lot of combat spells.
So, y'all just want to go shopping?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It is easy enough to pick up y'all's new weapons. I believe y'all already paid for them.
Yes, we did.
They are completed and ready to be used. And we'll do the rest of the purchasing off screen. So we don't waste anybody's time with it. There is still also no sign of Nellie. She has not been returned by Tristan.
That's right.
Should we-
How long did we leave Nellie with Tristan?
I think a couple days.
Okay.
Maybe we should go check in?
Does anyone remember how to actually get back to where we left them? Because Nelly just like kind of ran around a bunch of places, and I don't know if anyone was paying attention to how we got there.
I don't think anybody was. Because it was going through a lot of strange back alleys.
I mean, above table, do you want me as Valtari to be goofy and see if she can summon Tristan to meet us somewhere?
You could
The
always
summoning
try.
is all that worked once, so why not?
The only thing is there's no guarantee it'll work. And it'll very much be Valtari being goofy.
Go for it.
Do it.
Valtari's going to head to one of, like, the entrance to a back alley, and she's going to do a kind of sharp whistle, but to where it still seems not too suspicious and out of the ordinary kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
And then she's I'm sorry, I'm giggling at myself. She is going to say, "Oh, woe is me. It seems that my one true love has left me and ran away with my child. If only a strapping young man could come and help me find my lost lover."
You see the hag gnome peek their head around the corner. How
Tartufo
much?
just gives you like a look. Like a very confused, very concerned look.
I'm just gonna look down the alleyway, see if Tristan's there.
No, but there's the hag gnome.
Valtari's going to look, drop all, like, exaggerative, like, gestures and stuff, and then just walk away from the alley.
I know where your Prince Charming is.
Are you referring to yourself?
No, not me. Because it's not the gnome that was yelling at Tortufu and them, it's his wife, who he pulled up by the scruff.
Oh, God.
Who the hell are those two?
Just one.
I don't know. I've never seen them before.
I'm your future wife, don't you know? She gets smacked upside the back of the head. You're my wife, bitch! What did you call me? A bitch! Why'd you call me that? Because you're sitting on the dog. Oh, so I am. Sorry, poodles.
Ren is going to slowly back up.
Yeah, Tartufo will back away with you, just like, okay.
You know you like it, big strong turtle man. As she flexes at you with her scrawny arms. Look and be amazed.
Tartufo turns tail, literally, and runs to join the rest of the party. I ain't fucking with that!
You couldn't handle this anyway.
Oh my God.
As they're walking
So-
away, Valtari's. Oh, sorry, what was that, Ollie?
No, go ahead. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh, sorry. But while they're walking away, Valtari's gonna say, I know that I am a weird one, but those ones too were very unusual and
Creepy?
yeah, they thought that they kept commenting about what might happen whenever sorry, no, hold on. Uh they were commenting about what potential
Memphis.
children. Huh?
Go ahead.
Well, what was that?
I was gonna say it was Memphis and Ren, but continue on.
Yeah, okay. Um, yeah, they were just talking about gossip about if Memphash and Rin were into each other and potentially going to have children and what they would look like, and they were not. It was, yeah.
Tartufo looks at Memphash, then looks at Ren, then looks back at Memphash, then looks back at Ren. Huh. I don't see it.
You hear a voice from one of the sewer grates nearby your foot, Tortufu. She's got that crystal fever. You look
Immediately,
down and see that
Tartufo
fucking gnome down there.
immediately
No!
Tartufo stomps down on the sewer grate. I hope I caught a finger.
You don't think you
Valtari.
did?
Yeah. Valtari's gonna turn to Mimfash and be like, "Is this what it's like with the goose for you, Mimfash?"
I have another
Now you
goose.
understand.
She is
Thanks.
going to put a hand on Mimfash's shoulder and go, "I am so sorry. If I had known this is exactly what it was like, I would never have summoned the goose last time, even if there was a chance of it helping us."
To be fair, it did help you.
It helped us have
Yes.
Just
a rip roaring good time.
it helped us, but it prolonged the help. Oh god. And it didn't respond to my speak with animals. Or it just didn't want to talk.
Probably just didn't want to talk.
Oh.
Hell, I'm pretty sure. Hell, I'm pretty sure that goose is magical and can talk to us anyway.
Yep. I'm pretty
So
sure
are
it's from a
we.
different plane.
I'm thinking it's like an elder god or something that just likes to fuck with you.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever pissed
I
off
can
a
see that.
god?
I mean, not that I know of.
Wasn't there something else Tortufu and Memphash wanted to get Vel caught up on?
Yes. And on the topic of gods, Tartuffe will remember the church and then remember what happened next to the church in the church area. Uh, so I just speaking of gods and churches and things that happened yesterday, I should probably mention Veltari and don't get mad. I think we might have. Tartuffe just like kicks at wherever that voice came from.
Came from another fucking crate.
Yeah, I just stomp on it.
Continue.
But we might have started some things with uh the guild.
I'm sorry, repeat that?
Well, we might have started some. We might have popped stuff off with the guild.
Would Valtari recognize that name?
No. You have had no reason to run into them.
Um, I will be honest, I have no idea who the guild is.
Oh, really? Huh. Tartuffe will look around. Is there anyone around us? Are we on the street, or like, is there a corner we can go to have a quiet conversation?
Y'all are still, yeah, I think you'll imagine y'all are back at the inn by this point.
Oh,
Probably.
okay. Is there anyone sitting at the tables aside? Is there anyone here aside from Avery?
Couple people.
All right. Hold on. And Tartuffe will gesture toward the stairs to his room. We should talk about this privately. And this is Tartuffe saying that, so you know it's got to be private.
Valtari is going to look around the tavern and make sure those fuckers aren't anywhere to make comments.
No, you don't see him.
Okay, she will follow Tortufu.
I'll also follow.
Is Memphis following?
Yep, I'm going.
Everybody going to Torto's room.
Turtle true. Pip.
Once secured in the room, Tartuffe will explain. The guild is basically like the Adventurers Guild, but for thieves and buggers and bad people, basically. Is that right, Cece?
Pretty much.
And well, me and Memphis kinda maybe have gotten on their bad side.
How did you get on their bad side?
Well, when Nelly ran away the other day, when I start immediately I started looking for her, and I saw a little girl. It wasn't Ellie. It was Brooke. And I decided to go see if maybe they had seen Ellie. I I don't know why they would have, but I don't know. Little girls hang out together. I think. I don't know. I don't know much about kids. But when we followed her into an alley, she was being harassed by these assholes trying to get protection money for something that they say that she signed, but she's saying that she didn't sign. And I believe I would believe Brooke over assholes, so I tried to help Brooke. And we kind of got into a fight where we killed multiple people. But one got away, so yeah, there might be trouble with that.
But you started this fight to help Brooke?
Yeah, of course.
Alright.
I mean, I wouldn't start a fight with the guild for nothing. That's a good way to get murdered. Hmm?
Still might happen.
Oh, probably.
Starting a fight for no reason or getting murdered?
Oh,
No.
getting murdered, definitely.
Hmm.
I mean, it's the guild. You know how I'm always saying I'm afraid of Molly?
Yes.
I'm almost equally as afraid of Molly as I am the guild. Probably more so because, well, there's a lot more of the guild than there is of Molly. A lot more. So we might have to deal with that. You haven't noticed anyone following you around or anything, have you?
Well, while we were waiting for you to, while you were doing your reconnaissance, me
Uh-huh.
and Minfash did think that we were being watched.
Uh-huh.
We couldn't tell by who or what, which is when we decided to head to a more populated area. Never did find out what was watching us that day.
Oh. Oh, that might not be good.
Okay, so we're being followed.
By a guild of murderers, cutthroats, sneak thieves, robbers, rogues, and all other forms of low work.
Don't forget, we are also actively going against a cult and trying to take them down.
That too.
Yeah, but well, at least with the cult, you know how they're not too hard to spot. I mean, for God's sakes, their leader had just a skull as a head. It was just a skull
Oh,
face.
that's not normal.
Yeah, and they wear robes and they're all creepy and shit. A guild member could be anybody.
That is true. But yeah, Ren, that's what we're currently dealing with apparently. No hard feelings if you wish to back out.
I'm already into it.
Yeah, at this point, she's already been seen with me.
Yeah, Ren kind of slumps against the wall and just does a little breathing.
Tartuffu pats you on the head with his massive hand. Which I guess to a furbog would just be normal hand.
I mean, Ren is pretty lanky. They've got some muscle on them, but like they're, yeah, I mean, probably still a little big. Okay. So, are we gonna wait for Seosa to? Oh, were they drunk as well?
Did something happen to Sayosa?
I don't know. I'm asking.
They've been exerting themselves a little much over the last few days. I think they just needed to take a little extra rest.
Fair enough.
Oh,
So at
is,
sundown,
is there anything else you would like to do before heading out at sundown?
Aside from taking care of our learning program, I think that's all we need to do. Like I can't think of anything else we need to do.
Sounds
yeah,
fair.
me
Yeah.
neither.
I mean, I'm going to definitely take a moment or an hour or so to reattune my ruby to my new weapon. But yeah,
Perfectly fine.
that can be done in any moment. Yeah.
But with that, that is where we end for today. Good job, you guys. That was a lot of fun, and I look forward to getting back to it next week. See y'all next week. Peace.